to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, welcome to Refuse to Lose, the weekly special. All right, I got my good man with me, co-hosting with me today. We're going to do something a little different today. We got the NBA playoffs in effect, and we're going to have, instead of like a bunch of us on at once, we're going to have people strolling through here for like 10 minutes talking about a certain series. But my co-host with me, we got my man, Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Hey, what's good, man? Good to be here.
Yes, sir. We finally got you in for an NBA topic. So let's see what you got. What you know. I want to hear your opinions and all that stuff. So I'm excited about that. All right. So look, y'all. Before we get started, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, right? Also, share this video with somebody that you know. Have them come on, watch live with us. Use that comment section. We can see all the comments you're putting in. All right. So shoot them, put them in. We're gonna post on the screen. We can see your comments and we will respond to it. As you can see, that first comment we about to post right now. All right. So yeah, so look, before our first guest come on, we did have a guest that's supposed to came on to talk about the Nets versus the Celtics series. All right. And he's not on, he's unable to come on. So we're going to just briefly talk about it. Both of us got the Nets winning the series. All right. And I don't want Mark to try to switch his stuff up. You know, he told me he got the Nets winning. All right. So we're going to just briefly talk about that real quick until we wait for our first guest. So, Mark, I know that game comes on at 7 o'clock today. That's the reason why we actually pushed it to 6 o'clock. All right. Mark and NBA don't match. Hey, tell him to stop playing with you, Mark.
I don't know what's going on.
All right. So, yeah, tell us. Talk to me about that series. What you think about that, and why are you picking the Nets to win that?
I'm picking the Nets because, picking the Nets because of Kyrie. I know how much he hates Boston and how much Boston hates him. So, and Kyrie is almost unstoppable right now. And the reason why they're losing is because of, like, honestly, in my opinion, I think it was lack of defense on certain possessions. They're just giving the ball away as well. So it's the turnovers as well. So they clean that up, and they ain't even got their full piece yet. So Ben Simmons about to come back. That's gonna be another addition to the defensive end, as well as offense. You know, down low, rebounded and everything. So it's gonna make a big difference when he plays like 2 games. So I do got the Nets winning in total in the whole series, but it is gonna be a good series because Boston not sweet neither though.
Yeah. So, listen, I'm in the Boston area and they hate Kyrie. I was saying this before the show. They hate Kyrie. I'm actually going to watch this in somewhere public so I can hear the Boston fans alive during the game. But KD had probably his worst game that I've seen, and they only lost by 1. You feel me?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I'm not even tripping on that. KD had. I watched that game. He had terrible turnovers. All his turnovers he had were forced. Like, it wasn't like he lost the ball in an accident. They actually forced those turnovers. So I'm going to give Boston credit. Also, he did miss a lot of open shots. And I think a lot of it because he said it so. He rushed a lot of stuff because he was bothered. So, for one thing that was good about him, his defense showed up. I think I was looking at the numbers. When he was guarding somebody, they only shot like 25% from the floor. and
Yeah,
shot
okay, he playing
20% from
defense.
three. So his defense did show that game because even though KD had a bad game, they shot a better field goal percentage and 3 percentage in Boston. It's just the turnovers that killed them. So but yeah. All right, our first guest on. So look, we're gonna get my brother. He's a Philly fan. We got that series up and about. All right. What's up, Jamo? How you doing?
What's up, bro? I'm good. How you?
I'm great. I'm great. So look, you
Jamo.
got you got you got the you got the Philly series. Y'all playing Toronto, and I heard a lot of noise coming into the series that people were saying stuff like, "Oh, it's a bad matchup for y'all. They could possibly upset y'all in the first round." I'm hearing all this noise. I picked y'all to sweep them in the first round. Mark, how many games you had them? I know you picked Philly, but how many games?
Yeah, they're gonna sweep him. I think they're gonna sweep him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweep
I
him.
just think it was a big mismatch. So let's talk about that series so far. What are your thoughts?
Like he said, I think we're gonna sweep them. I think they're gonna give us their best punch. In the first half of this game, it's about to happen tonight. They gave us a pretty good punch last game. They jumped out and hit a couple threes. They took a double-digit lead, like off the break. But I mean, they just outmatched. And they lost Scotty Barnes, who was a big piece, to what they doing. So I mean, they just not good enough. They talk about the mismatches with Embiid and all of that, but we got weapons around Embiid. They can't, if they want to triple team him, they're going to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Maxey can play. Tobias Harris can play. James Harden can play. Like, I mean, it don't take superstars to succeed, when they triple team and they kick it to you. You can make plays. You don't got to be a superstar to make plays. So, I mean, we got nice pieces around Embiid, and they're not good enough.
What are your
Good
thoughts,
thing about
Mark?
that is, yeah, good thing about that is that like it's like they're showing up in the playoffs. We all know they're good, but like players don't usually play the same in the playoffs. They kind of decline, especially when they haven't been there before, like Maxey. So I mean, he's just showing up, and that's what they need. So
Yeah, Maxey,
yeah, he's showing up.
Mad
Boy,
Max,
he's balling.
my young bull.
He's balling.
Yeah, that's your guy. Yeah, like with y'all, like you said, they just don't have enough manpower. Just straight up. All right. They ain't got enough manpower. You look at that last game y'all played. Well, the first game, it was a blowout from the start, you know. And then you look at the second game, we talked about it. They had a great start because they was hitting tough buckets. like, like y'all ever play 2K and you got a sorry team, you playing somebody that's not really that good, probably, but they talent is so much better.
Yeah.
Like, but you probably got a terrible team. I'm used to this. I use the Kings all the time, right? And every possession counts. You feel me? Like when you got a bad team, you gotta like every time you miss a field goal, you lose to turn the ball over, it's detrimental to your team. And that's the situation Toronto is in. Like they literally need every loose ball, every fast break point because Fred VanVleet hit like 5 threes in the first quarter, and then went like 1 for 9 in the second quarter, and they down by like 17, like 20, like 23. So
Yeah,
they just don't have enough.
Gary Trent Jr., you know what I'm saying? Like, who's also a shooter for them, who stretched the floor, who
Yeah,
played big in big games for Portland before, you know what I'm saying?
he's hurt.
Like, they already not good enough, and they missing two pieces.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I think Boucher is the tallest player. He like 6'9".
That's
yeah,
another
yeah.
thing, J-Mo. They got no size.
You know what I'm saying?
Siakam is
He's
too
skinny tall though. He got like length. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He looks taller than 6'9", but he looked like 6'11" the way he be
But
standing.
and then they can't like Achua, Boucher, Siakam, Scotty Barnes, like they all can't shoot like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's spreading the ball around and they stretching the floor, they can't shoot. They all 6'8", 6'7", but like if they could shoot like how the Clippers do, like the Clippers got a lot of people that's that size, Paul George, Batum, Covington, man, they all can stretch the floor, but all of them can't boogie like them Bammers in Toronto do. So like it's really a give or take for real. But Toronto can't stretch the floor. They got the size and the matchups to be scrappy and everything, but they don't stretch the floor. So
Toronto is a good matchup for James Harden because they got long bodies that can guard him.
yeah,
But for Embiid, it's a huge mismatch.
yes,
He can't.
Yeah, I think that's a mismatch on almost any team now.
it's Embiid. They done.
But they don't have a heavy guy. They don't have a heavy person at all on their team. You know,
I mean, they got players that get buckets though. They had 4 players in double digits. One 26, 20, 20, and 17. Anunoby had 26 points. Siakam had 20. Van Vliet had 20. Boucher had 17. I mean,
yeah,
so they
OG had a good first half.
They getting production out of some of their players. It's just that this is the rest of the players not stepping up. It's like it's nothing else. 2 5 point. I mean, Birch had 5 points. Achua had 7 points. Birch had 6 points. I mean, 5. I just said Birch. T. Young had 2 points and 2 rebounds. Like, what are you doing out there?
See,
what are you doing?
Man, did you watch the game?
Yeah, I was watching the game, but I was.
You said what, Jamo?
I said a lot of the points they were scoring, they was down 18 already. Like
it went down by 18 or 17.
Like
17
they can't,
18 the first half.
They can't hang. Like our runs is gonna outdo their runs, and if not outdo their runs, we'll do more of them. Basketball is a game of runs. We make more of them.
Yeah, and OG had a good first half, but once again, it was straight tough buckets. Like
that's what I'm saying.
I'm looking like they working hard for these buckets. You know, like when Embiid constantly going to the line, they went up like 11-2, and as you know, they were on a 14-0 run, 14-2 run, and scored 16-13. I'm like, dang, they just lost the lead that fast.
My man Embiid had called the coach out, let him know stop crying.
Yeah, so
hacking me.
Yeah, I got y'all sweeping on. Y'all play tonight at 8:00. All right, so we're gonna keep an eye on that. And then if they're still hanging around by next Wednesday, the Raptors, then we'll get you back on. All right.
All right.
But otherwise, we'll just wait for you to the second round because I got a feeling y'all about to sweep these people. All right. So, all right, Jamo, appreciate you for coming on. All right, you didn't know strangers to the show. We'll see you next time.
All right, bro.
Let's get it.
I guess.
All right, cool. So, hey, that short and sweet. I called him out like, man, we gotta get you in first because your series ain't competitive, man. That's what I told him. I said, out of all the series, your is not competitive at all. All right, so this next person we're gonna get on, right? We're gonna talk about the Mavs and the Utah Jazz. All right. So we got my man Devinne.
Hey.
All right, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, fellas?
Devinne, what's good?
Coming through with the new background. Yeah. hey. Represent.
Represent.
Right, look,
before we get to your take, right?
Yeah.
I want to play this video. All right.
Okay.
So this video, y'all, was early March, I think. All right. So let's play it real quick.
Good, DeAndre Ayton. That big three right there should be able to get it done. And you got role players like Crowder, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Payne. Like they got a set squad. And you still got people like Landry Shamet coming off. So that's what my head's telling me. But my heart, listen, I'm going with the best player in the West. And everybody probably think I'm talking about Steph Curry, but I'm not.
No.
Luka Doncic.
I knew it.
Luka Doncic in the Dallas Mavericks. Let me tell you something.
I appreciate that. You know,
you heard it here first.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Look, when you said it, right, the Mavericks were not where they actually were on the rise. You know what I mean? I think at the time they were like the 6th seed, but they were coming from behind though. Remember after the All-Star break.
Once the trade happened.
Yeah. Right. We're gonna get to that trade too. I want to say something about Dinwiddie, you know. Yeah. But yeah, let's talk to us. You know, the Mavs, you know, going to Utah, we knew that Luka was gonna be out most likely the first 2 games. And he also I just saw a report, he said that he's not playing if it can possibly injure more. He's gonna wait until he's good to come back. So tell me your thoughts on the series so far, how you think it's gonna play out.
So far right now on the series, if you look at like game 1, Dallas could have, stole game 1, to be honest. It was just not enough. I don't know. Towards the end, they just ain't had nobody to close the game. As far as Utah, I don't know what's going on with them. I thought they was better than this, to be honest. And they unraveling. And you can see it's happening with that team. Pretty much, if not this summer, sometime towards next year or in the middle of the season, Donovan Mitchell is going to ask for a trade. I think he's going to be gone out of there. Because as you can see, they're going to have to break this team up soon. You don't have enough. I don't know what to say about them because they got a solid team. Like, to be honest, on paper, they should beat the Mavericks. Even if Luka was playing, they should beat the Mavericks. I'm just being real.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what happened with them. Like they was a great defensive team. They still pretty decent, but it's just not the same. So I'm not too sure what's going on with them, man. As far as them, like to let Dallas steal a game on their home turf, like there's no way they should have beat them 2 straight games until Luka came back. Dallas shouldn't have won a game. So that's just how I see it. For that, because you got, I mean, look what Donovan Mitchell did, and Dallas got to feel okay. He scored 30 points in the second half. That means in the first half you held him to 2 points. He just, he got hot. They stayed with it the next game, and look, couldn't pull that off again. So that's my take on it. I feel like the Jazz are letting the opportunity go because once Luka got hurt, their eyes should have lit up. But I don't know.
Yeah. So Mark, give me your I agree with a lot you saying, Devin. I'm gonna piggyback with a lot of what you said, but let me let Mark go first.
Yeah, that's right, Tom.
So yeah, I do believe this is a good series, but I do believe Utah gonna take this. But it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be done in 7 games. But I do believe Utah wins the series. Just because Luka missing, he's gonna be gone for the next couple games. And
they said he might play in game 3. If Luka come back, done deal.
I mean, I don't know. I do like Donovan Mitchell a lot. And I do believe he should leave Utah because he's not getting the stardom that he's supposed to have. But that's another conversation. But I think Utah is going to take this. I don't know. Every time, and the reason why I'm saying this maybe because of bias, because I sports bet. When I sports bet with Utah, they always come through. So I got Utah on this one. Yeah.
I don't know, Mark. I'm with Devin because look, I had this series going 7. Knowing Luka was gonna be out the first 2 games, I'm thinking they gotta beat Utah. Gonna beat them twice. The fact that they stole that second game, Brunson scoring 41 points.
Brunson had a hell of a game.
But you watch this Utah Jazz team; they are terrible on the perimeter, defensively. They was getting beat off the dribble like crazy, So in the Mavericks, their offense is super stagnant. Like game 1, they should have won game 1, but they couldn't score. That's why I'm mad at Dinwiddie, because this is an opportunity for Dinwiddie to step up and show everybody who he was supposed to be if he would have stayed with Brooklyn, But instead, he's not really. I don't know. Like the fact that they barely won that game where Brunson's going 41, that says a lot about Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie need to step up. He need to be that second person that's going to hold the fork down. But Utah, though, they're going to blow it up. And the problem is they don't use Rudy Gobert the right way. They don't. Like Rudy Gobert could be easily a great pick and roll center that's averaging 23 points a game with the right point guard. If you give him somebody,
I say 20 a game. But I see what you're saying.
He could be he could be like a better version of Tyson Chandler. For real. Like Tyson Chandler wouldn't.
I don't know honestly because his tenacity not like Tyson. So he not going. It's just different. Tyson wanted to go up and get it.
Yeah, but we haven't seen Rudy Gobert in that situation. That's the only thing about it. We all saw that stat with Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. Trae Young got more assists to Capella than Donovan Mitchell got passes to Rudy Gobert. That's a problem. That's a problem. So that's the issue. Like you said, on paper they should win though. They should win.
Yeah, they should. And to go back to what Mark said, because he said Donovan Mitchell will be a star somewhere else, or he lowered his stardom. I don't know. I think what's going on now is he just probably wasn't the guy we probably thought he was. Because there was a talks. He was in top 7 or a top 10 player in the league, and I don't know. He just might not. He might just be what he is. He was getting a lot of comparisons to Dwayne Wade and. But when you the only person, look what happened. Now I think he's better than this guy, but look what happened with Aaron Gordon in Orlando going to Denver. Man, you forget that Aaron Gordon played on the Nuggets at times. 7 points. 7 points. Honestly, I thought Aaron Gordon was a good player. I thought he was not a superstar, not even a star, but on the verge of being an all-star type player. And he's not even close. He's a role player. A role player. That's all he is.
Wow, Devin. You're exactly right.
So, and I'm not saying Donovan Mitchell is that, but it seems like he didn't take that extra step when the Trae Youngs and all them took the extra step up into the next level. and John Morant's and stuff, he actually stayed stagnant, and then Utah just is getting worse.
See, the thing is, Donovan Mitchell, because Utah previous years, like last year when they were number 1 seed, were a great defensive team. Last few years, right? And I was telling Javon this, like me and Javon had an argument about who's better, Reggie Jackson or Jordan Clarkson. I was like Reggie Jackson, and he's like Jordan Clarkson. I said Jordan Clarkson doesn't have no role but score. That's his only role. They only ask him to score. They asked Reggie Johnson to do a lot, but he has a lot more responsibilities than scoring. And that's what Donovan Mitchell has been these last few years. They only needed him to score. They needed him to play make. He ain't playing on defense. Now the playmaking ain't there. He got to do that. The defense, the permanent defense is terrible. So now they all getting exposed. So now he's getting more responsibility, was taking more off the load. Like all the points he's getting is in like spurts. Like the first game, he had like 19 in the third quarter. But outside that quarter, he wasn't got good. And just like you said, in the third quarter, once again, he had a great third quarter. In the fourth quarter, he played terrible. He only had like one field goal in the fourth quarter. So, and they're a better team. But the Mavericks defense is elite, though.
They are.
Unless Utah is overrated. I mean,
The Mavericks, they just got players that play hard, and you got like people don't give the credits to Dwight Powell and the Keegers and Dorian Finney-Smith, but they go in and do their job. Yep. They similar to the Heat team, they're just not as tough. Like they don't have a lot of gritty players like that, but they got a lot of players who just gonna go out there and do their job. And you gotta realize they missing Tim Hardaway Jr. too, who could be a perimeter scorer.
Yes.
So
it's
gonna be interesting to see what they do, because next year you're not gonna be able to keep all three of them guards. You can't keep Brunson, Dinwiddie, and Tim Hardaway Jr. because somebody's minutes gonna be taken, somebody's shots gonna be taken. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that.
Brunson's a free agent.
I know he gonna get paid. I would stay. I don't know if I would stay there because the type of game Luka play takes away the game that Brunson play. Brunson can't.
I think they can coexist. They can coexist. I think they should get rid of Tim Hardaway Jr. though.
I do too. But look what happened with Reggie Jackson leaving OKC. He went to Detroit and he actually was okay. Now Detroit was sorry, but he was. You can see that's when you start to realize, oh, he really can be somebody. So that's why I think Brunson would have to leave if he want to be there. I don't think he should leave and go to somewhere that he got to be the man, because I don't think he that player. And you don't want that's like not to jump off sports, but like Juju Smith-Schuster and Antonio Brown. You jumped out there and now you're not really who you thought you were. I don't want him to do, or Aaron Gordon. I don't want him to do that, but go somewhere where he can still get his off and somebody that can fit his role or the style he plays. So we're gonna see.
See, Kevin just put this team remind him of that championship team. The Mavericks team remind me of Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron when they was winning, when they was like competing in the East. You got Luka, LeBron, who control the whole show, bunch of shooters.
I like the players better though on the
of course, these players are better because of the evolution of the game.
So they shoot 3 and D. Yeah,
you're not gonna see a lot of players that can't do nothing nowadays. Everybody can shoot now. Everybody can do something. So like they got a bunch of guys a bunch of role players who can hit the three and play some good defense. And you have Luka, who's an orchestrator of all that, just like LeBron was. That's how I look at them. So, but yeah, he's hurt. The Suns are hurt too. They injured. So,
hey, that's an interesting series.
That's interesting.
We'll see. But Mark, the Mavs, I had them in 7, but because they stole that game, Mavs in 6.
And 6, yeah.
Mavs in 6. Yeah, I got Mavs in 6. So, all right, Devin. So if Utah's still hanging around next week, we get you back on. All right.
I'll be here.
All right, cool. Appreciate you for coming on.
All right, fellas.
Let's get it. All right, y'all. So that was cool. All right. So we got another guy coming on. All right, another guy coming on. Well, before we do that, we gotta get to the announcements. All right. First off, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, share with somebody that so they can come on and watch this live with us. All right. And also use that comment section. We can see all the comments I put down. As you see, we post them as we go. All right. So use that comment section. We can see all the comments. And we are doing a 5 jersey giveaway, y'all. So listen, we're focused on getting 1,000 subscribers by June 21st this year. So when we do that, we're giving out we got 5 jerseys, period, of your choice. It could be a hockey jersey. I don't care. All right. 5 jerseys. We're going to do a random draw. To get in the draw, go to one of our videos and comment hashtag jersey giveaway. Do not type it in this chat, in this comment section. Go to a previous video or a video that we post tomorrow, maybe, comment it, and then we'll put you in the join. All right. And we're going to do the join. So that's that. All right. Now, if you want to come on the show, hit us up. We are on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Joe Never Lose. Or you can reach out to us on Facebook, Refuse to Lose with Joe Jordan. Reach out to us if you want to come on the show. We had some people hit us up this week. That's why we got them on the show this week. So hit us up. We can get you on and see what you talking about. All right. So this next person we'll bring on, huge Miami Heat fan. All right. He's not no stranger to the show also. He's actually on a panel too, along with Devinne and Jamo of the awards. All right. So we got David. What's up, David?
What's up, Joe?
What's good? What's good? All right. Y'all got Trae Young in y'all hands. So look, I picked y'all to win, but in 7 though. You probably like, what? I picked y'all to win in 7 games. Yeah, I really did. And Mark, what did you pick as far as like how many games? And I think you picked Miami, right? Oh, I think you on mute or something. Your volume is now. Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think I got Miami at 5. Yeah.
At 5? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds okay. All right.
They scrappy. Miami scrappy. Too scrappy for Atlanta.
Yeah. Hashtag jersey giveaway. I'm gonna put it in the chat. All right. But yeah, so
I got too. I said that's what I got too. 5.
Oh, you got it in 5? All right. So yeah, let's talk to us. Talk to us about your thoughts so far in the series.
It's pretty much gone the way I thought it would go. I'm not surprised by anything. Not even what Jimmy put up last night. I mean, he put up 45, 5 and 5. I mean, a lot of people were saying that, we were lucky to make it to the finals in the bubble year, but no one said that about the Lakers. And look at what happened to both teams the next year. Neither one of us made it past the first round.
Wow. You're right, though.
Neither one of those teams made it past the first round because we were gassed out. We played through all that time.
Okay.
That's what happened. But look at us compared to the Lakers now. We're the number 1 seed. Lakers are not even in the playoffs. Didn't even make the play-in. I understand they had injuries, but we had injuries all year too. And look at the record that we had when we didn't have Jimmy, when we didn't have Bam, when Tyler Hero wasn't out, when Kyle Lowry was out. We've been a scrappy team all year. We haven't been below top 5 all year. All year we've been top 5 in the Eastern Standings all year. And I said this from day one, and I'm gonna say this all the time. I kept telling everyone that Miami is gonna be a top 3 team in the NBA this year because of all the pieces we put together, because of the coach that we got, and because of the players, because of the system. Pat Riley's the godfather for a reason. Eric Spoelstra is one of the top coaches in the league. Jimmy Butler is one of the top players in the league. He may not be what you consider top 5 or top 10, but Jimmy Butler's scrappy. He's been doing everything he's supposed to do. He's a leader. We believe in him. Then you got players like Max Strus that's been stepping up. People kept saying that Duncan Robinson wasn't playing well all year. Look at what happened in the play. Look at what happened in the game. He put up 27 points. And then Tyler Hero's been consistent all year. He's been pretty much our leading scorer. 6th man of the year for sure. I think that's no question. Then I talked about PJ Tucker. When we added PJ Tucker, I said that was going to be a huge loss for the Bucks. Even though the Bucks are still a great team, don't get me wrong. I never said they weren't going to be terrible, but PJ Tucker was a key piece for that championship team. And we have players on that team that have some championship experience, whether they lost or not. Everyone on that team pretty much has championship experience. You got Kyle Lowry, who's the NBA champion. PJ Tucker, who's the NBA champion now. And then look at the players that played in the finals in the bubble year. All those people, they have championship experience. Now, the only thing is we have to make sure we're capable of consistently doing that. This series, I didn't see Atlanta being much of a challenge. A lot of people kept saying that, with Trae Young was going to be an issue. I mean, we had him at 8 points in the first game. I didn't expect that, but still, that lets you know how scrappy our defense is and how much we pay attention to detail to each player. And then just look at the way that our system is when it comes to undrafted players. Duncan Robinson's undrafted. Strus is undrafted. I mean, even though Tyler Hero was a top pick, no one thought Tyler Hero was going to be what he is now. Remember after the bubble, people kept saying that Jason Tatum was talking about Tyler Hero in the bubble, saying that he wasn't playing like that. And now look at what Tyler Hero is doing. He's been playing consistently all year long. Caleb Martin, no one thought Caleb Martin was going to be who he was. I could go on and on. The other point guard that we have, I keep forgetting his name, but him too.
The light skinned dude.
I
don't know what he is.
Yeah. But him too. Every player, and there's even a younger player, a young center we have on the team who played well when Bam was out. We have all the pieces together. We just got to make sure we play consistently. But I think our toughest series will be next series when we play Philly. That's going to be the tough series for us. That's really going to show us exactly how good we are. Because even though James Harden plays terrible in the playoffs, you still got to worry about Joel Embiid. That's a monster. We don't, and that's what I think PJ Tucker comes in for key, because he's the body. He's not as strong or as big as Joel, but he's scrappy enough to where it can help out.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you and Jamo got to put some on that too.
Oh, we got to. Jamo already know. We got to put something on that. That's what our pressure. We got to put something on that.
All right, go ahead, Mark.
No, he said everything right. Like they showing up. I live in South Florida, so it's like all I hear is about heat all day. The heat all day. So I can't really say anything bad about him. Jimmy Butler is not playing the way he plays. Like his postseason is better than his regular season. So he's stepping up, and he really wants to go back to a championship. The team playing defense. Kyle Lowry steps up in the right, like at the right time. He does what he has to do at the right. He might not do nothing the whole game, but like they need 3 points. He hit a 3-pointer real quick. Like they just got players like this. I mean, they ain't gotta. They'll give up their whole everything just so like they give up their whole role. So I can't even really talk straight. they won't score the whole game. They just play when they need to play. So they got a bunch of scrappy players. They defense. They play defense. So yeah, I really can't really say anything. I think they're gonna beat the Hawks in 5. I think the Hawks may steal one, but not steal one, but get one at home. But after that, that's it. That's it.
Heat culture, man. It's that heat culture.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I got them still losing in 7. Because the first game, I get it. You feel me? First game, blowout. Get out the way. All right. Second game, they actually played great defense on y'all. Jimmy Butler's had a great game. That was it. Jimmy Butler didn't have the type of game he had, they would have lost. But Jimmy Butler not only had a good game, he closed the game. And Trae Young had a bad second half. And a lot of that got to do with just him. I think just him, his 3-point percentage is bad. He's just missing, And but Trae Young is that guy. I trust Trae Young, man. And in Atlanta, it's gonna be hard to beat them. I'm telling you. All right, they're not gonna they're gonna show up in Atlanta. So I got them winning these next 2 games. Basically the home games that y'all gonna win, basically. And y'all gonna beat them in 7. And they're gonna surprise y'all. I'm telling y'all. And then Trae Young will get a lot more respect after this series, because they never talk about Trae Young when they mentioning like Luka and John Morant now. Because Trae Young, for real, had more success than all of them. Don't forget what happened last year. He led them to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they was giving the Bucks some run for their money, but he got hurt. People forget about that. So I don't know, David. Don't sleep. Don't get too excited these 2 games. Y'all gonna win a series, but Trae Young coming for some revenge.
No, the Heat.
I don't see when you talk about revenge. Miami has been on a revenge tour all year long. We've been on a revenge tour all year long. Have we gotten any respect from anybody other than Skip Bayless? Maybe. No one has been talking about us all year long. Charles Barkley said that Chicago was going to finish better than us. They barely can do anything with Milwaukee. Milwaukee just has to play consistently, and they can sweep that series with no issue. But no one said that we were going to be as good as we are. No, not one person, not one analyst said that we was going to be top 3. Not one. And we hear that. Miami hears that all the time, every single time. That's what we that's the culture that Miami has. That we play for each other. They play for each other, man, and they believe in each other no matter what it is. Like they said, they think about where every team, every person came from. PJ Tucker's been so many squads, and he wasn't getting that respect until he won a championship last year with Milwaukee. They could look at Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry, they was even part of the baby Raptors when him and DeMar DeRozan was together. Got a championship. Now people respect him more. Uh, Jimmy Butler went to the finals 2 years ago and was basically all that we had because Dragic went down and sort of Bam Adebayo in the same game. But even with that, people still disrespected this team all year long. They said that we didn't necessarily belong. They said that we were a scrappy team, but they didn't think that we were a true number one seed. And look at what happened. Even with the argument where we lost 4 games straight, I was upset, rightfully so. But what happened after that? We went on a 7-game win streak at the end of the league, at the end of the year, like, and that's without all our players really playing big minutes. So that lets you know how deep our team goes and how we're on the revenge tour.
How well coached they are. Yeah.
That too.
That's the advantage I got, the coaching.
Yeah, the coaching is crazy.
Well coached.
And you got the right players to fit your culture.
And that's what I was saying all year. We have the players that fit what we want to do, and only we can stop ourselves. That's how I feel. Only we can stop ourselves.
All right, listen, I got y'all winning the series. I got y'all meeting up with Philly. Like you said, that's gonna be y'all test right there.
Yeah,
because that's gonna be. I can't wait for that to happen. Like I said, we gotta get you and Jamo on here. And y'all gotta put something on it. They gotta put something on it. So, all right, Dave, y'all play tomorrow, right? Or y'all play Friday?
I think it's Friday.
I play Friday. All right. And y'all going to the A?
Yeah, we've been there before. And there's
gonna get one at home.
It's no disrespect to Atlanta because they're not a bad team at all. But Miami, like I said, they hear all that. And then Trae Young, I still remember that game last year when Trae Young thought the game was over and he basically was going like this. Miami remembers all that stuff. And even though we came back and won that game, Trae Young disrespected us. So we just like, nah, we're not having it.
I like Trae Young, man.
I like him too. I like him too. But Miami, his team is the enemy right now. So they got to go.
Yeah, he go hard. Yeah, I like Trae Young. But yeah, all right, Dave. Appreciate you for coming on, man. We will be tuning in for that series. And if the Hawks are still hanging around next week, we got you back on.
I'll be ready.
If they still hanging on, well, I assume they will be. But we'll see. We'll see. That's what I like about this. We gotta be accountable for what we say. All right, we got footage. All right, so all right, Dave. Have a good day, man.
All
right, cool. So while we wait for our next guest to come on, all right, real quick, we can talk about. I know it's not on the agenda, but I know we weren't supposed to talk about the Warriors series, Warriors versus Nuggets, and I'm not sure you've been tuning in for them, but they looking really good.
The Warriors or the Nuggets?
The Warriors. They looking really good. They got a new death lineup. They call it a 3G lineup, where you got Steph, Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green. And they destroyed the Nuggets with that lineup. They destroyed them. So, well, what you think about that series? I know Jokic is my MVP, but the manpower isn't there. So what you think about that series?
So, I think Joel should get MVP, but like the series, like Jordan Poole is like the perfect complement to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson because the way he can shoot off the ball or get just off ball handling, and just running around without the ball and everything. So it's like you got to keep your eye on him. You got to focus on Steph. You got to focus on Klay. Then like you got somebody scrappy like Wiggins getting balls, and you got Draymond playing defense, directing everything. They are a really dangerous team. I really got them coming out the West like champion, like not winning the whole thing, but they definitely going to the finals in my opinion.
You and me both. Yeah. You and me both. Man, Dino talking blasphemous. This dude said John Morant Finals MVP and Denver in 6. Like first the John Morant, all right, I get it, But Denver is, come on, man. Like really. I know you just being funny now. You just being funny now. Like the Warriors, the Warriors are the best team in the West when healthy.
They
People
got their squad back really almost like they went 72-10 with the big three they have, and I mean 72-10 with the big
23-9.
three they have. Yeah, 73-9 with the big 10 they have, and now you add Jordan Poole to it. I mean they did good with KD, but then you just replace them with Jordan Poole, and they're balling. Like it's just it's good to see stuff like this because everybody thought their dynasty was going to die out after Clay got hurt, and
Mm-hmm.
they look good as ever. Like they look like they dropped a beat.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
they
like I look at it like people forget until Draymond got hurt, they had the best record in the NBA. Like, and they beat Phoenix twice.
and they play defense. It ain't like if
You
you
feel me?
score,
Yeah,
they play defense too. So
they
that's
were the
a
number
team
one
of
defense
really.
at the time. Yeah, they were number one defense. So, all right, so we got our next guest on. Hughes, Phoenix Suns fan. All right, I forgot he was a Phoenix Suns fan because they similar to the Kings. They've been terrible for years.
Only Phoenix fan I
Terrible
know.
for years. So let's get them over. Rico, what's up? Oh, you on mute? I got you.
You on
There you
mute,
go. Go ahead. Oh, you on mute?
Fellas, what's up?
What's
What's
good?
goody?
What's good? It's good. So good to see you, man. For real, good to see you.
You fellas.
All right. So still got the beer flowing. I like that. All right.
Yeah.
So look, let's get into it. All right. So your son's number one seed playing the Pelicans. Booker gets hurt. They drop game 2. So now it's time. I had y'all sweeping them for
I mean,
nothing.
no, I had them 4-1 myself.
Okay.
I was giving the Pelicans a game because Ingram ain't no slouch, and neither is McCollum, of course. But they can't do nothing far as Ayton and Chris Paul. But now I think it might go 6, might go 7. I think we can win, but it'll be a little different because now Bridges, and then quadruple one Jay Crowder gonna have to step up as well. So
Quadruple one, yeah.
they're gonna have to work at least till game 4. It's looking like because I forgot his hamstring ain't gonna just go away.
Yeah, like but look, the Pelicans dangerous though, man. You got like I know you said you got them in 5 now. They saying Booker might be out for 2 games.
Yeah,
So you confident y'all can win these 2 games?
yeah, I'm
Or
confident. We still got a defense. Chris Paul will do what he need to do.
true?
Like I said,
And
they just
The
upstrap
hamstring ain't nothing to play with.
and Bridges.
mhm.
The
Go ahead,
hamstring ain't
Mark.
nothing to play with. I said the hamstring ain't nothing to play with. Like that's a lingering injury. So if
It's
you come
not.
back too soon, it can mess you up.
It's not like it's football. You can figure that out and tweak it out.
Mhm.
They ain't running full speed. Booker slow anyway, so he can figure it out. He like
boy.
almost a little faster though.
See, with y'all though, see the Pelicans, they are not your. So look, Minnesota and the Pelicans are better than the Nuggets and the Utah Jazz. All right.
Yeah, sure.
So like Minnesota ain't your typical 7th seed. They were just a young team figuring it out, got to the playoffs. Then you got the Pelicans who made a trade post All-Star, well before the All-Star, and got CJ McCollum. And right when they got CJ McCollum, like 3 games in, Brandon Ingram got hurt. You feel me? So we never really seen them fully in the in a long time. So they got more scores than y'all do, but I do think y'all are going to win the next 3 games because they shot like 56% from 3. That ain't gonna happen consistently. You know what I mean? And y'all
Yeah,
shot like 30%, and y'all
yeah,
still almost won the game.
yeah. They had
Brandon
a
Ingram
terrible
had
game. That's why I said
37.
I ain't really tripping.
Yeah, he had 37, 11, and 9. CJ McCollum had like 23, 8, and 9. Come on, bro. They went all out and barely beat y'all. So I got y'all winning still. So I think y'all good, bro. I think y'all good. So you think y'all gonna be good next series if y'all play Dallas?
Yeah, Booker should be. I think we can beat Dallas too without Booker.
What?
I don't think we really need him.
Okay, we're gonna address that when the
I
time
mean,
comes.
I mean, like if
You
I was
throw which
looking at it.
footballer down?
I was looking at a crazy stat with like Chris Paul, and like every team that he's went to is like that was the best team has ever done.
That's true.
So So like with him going to even when he went to Phoenix last year, the best record they ever had, furthest they ever gotten. Even him in his career. So I mean, like I do believe in Chris Paul. I do believe they can probably win without Booker both
Yeah,
rounds.
the
Like
playoffs different with Chris Paul though, man.
yeah,
Like he got New Orleans number 2 seed, best record they probably ever had, lost in the first round. I get it was the Spurs, Clippers. We know that them years. You know what I mean? He did get hurt one year, but other than
yeah.
that, they choked. Bro,
All them years they had top 10 defense.
no, they had a good regular season team.
They
When
was
they got
just
to the
always
playoffs,
like
they
that.
never
Yeah.
advanced for
I ain't
real. Like
lying.
the best he's really been on the best team he's been on was Houston. You know what I mean?
Chris Paul?
Even yeah, the Houston when they lost to Golden State. I think even that's better than y'all team from last year,
I would
in
have
my
said
opinion.
I would have said the Hornets.
No, that's the best team. They lost in the first round. He had his best season with the Hornets, but his best
Not
team
his
he's been
best
on was
team.
Houston. But he like I don't know. Chris Paul like he's better when he's not your primary scorer. You know, so but I still got
Yeah.
y'all winning though. Y'all better.
That's
than the
why it's a
Pelicans.
perfect role. It would have been like not the same, of course, because I'm not calling Booker Kobe, but it'd have been just as crazy if Chris Paul went to the Lakers. You don't have to do nothing but score. Because at one point Booker was playing point guard.
Booker had to
Yeah.
be everything with Phoenix at one point.
No, he was playing point guard last year, even when
I'm
Chris
just
Paul got hurt. Remember?
yeah, before that though, like he
Well,
was
he
just
wasn't hurt.
he
Yeah,
was
because of
always he was everything for that squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Everything.
I got my D Fox. Be patient, bro. We got you. We got you. But yeah, all right, Rico. So if y'all, y'all still hanging around, well not y'all, if the Pelicans still hanging around next Wednesday, I would love to get you back on, or just just y'all team hang around. Period. I would love to keep you back on if you're
No doubt, no
available.
doubt. I'll be in there. I'll be in there if we lose either way.
All right,
I'm
so
confident we can win though.
yeah, y'all gonna win. Y'all gonna win this series. You know what I
Yeah, for
mean?
sure.
So I got y'all going to the Western Conference Finals, but I got y'all lose to the Warriors. You know what I mean? So
That's
let's
another
see.
conversation though.
Yeah. All right, Rico. Go enjoy the rest of your day, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, fellas,
Yeah,
have a good
bro.
one.
All right. Let's get it. Got a Phoenix Suns fan. Listen, y'all, he's actually a real one. He's not one of these dudes that hop on when teams are great. He been a fan for years.
Only Suns fan I know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And of course they were good back then. Then they went through a drought, still was a fan. You know? You gotta be loyal to your squad. Can't be no squad hopper. All right, so before we got a last guest on, all right, let's talk about the Bucks and the Bulls real quick. All right, they played tonight too at 10:30, which is weird because it's an East Coast team. You know what I mean? Like, well, Milwaukee is kind of. I think they're an hour behind. I think they're
Yeah,
on
they're
Central
hour
time.
behind. Hour
Yeah,
behind.
so I guess that's cool. And Chicago, both of them are hour behind. So, what you think about that series? Who you have winning and how many games?
Milwaukee in 4.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's a sweet. Chicago. I think they need Lonzo Ball, man. Like they Giannis is too much. He is just too much, and the team is like just complete. Like I don't. The Bulls just not good against good teams. They're not good against the top teams, and this is the top team, literally. So I mean, it's like yeah. I think it's gonna be a sweep. I don't think the Bulls gonna get one out of this.
I
See
got
you
them
next
winning
year.
2 games.
See you next year.
They got to win 2 games. They could have won the last game, but they choked. It was breaking like on the way in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But look, but we got a last guest on. Let's get him on at 6:50. All right. What's up, Javon?
What's up, fellas? How y'all
Oh,
doing?
goody. What's up?
Good. So look, Javon, before we get you on, I want to play a clip real quick. All right. So I know I'm about to play. So let's play this clip real quick.
My team gonna shock y'all. I know it is. It's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that's a team I think that's gonna be better. That's gonna get the Clipper spot this year. And it might be in the play-in, I just really like what I see out of their big three over there in Minnesota. Cat, D'Angelo Russell, and Anthony Edwards seem like they're finding their rhythm together.
Hey, he called it on the spot.
On the spot. I don't know if it's gonna be the play-in, but they're gonna take the Clippers spot,
He like on the money, like he said they're gonna pay the play in. I'm like, okay. So talk to us about this series. They stole game 1, they got blown out game 2. What you think is gonna happen in the series?
So, I really like this series. This is probably gonna be not the most exciting because I think the Boston and the Nets is probably gonna be the most exciting round one matchup, you know. But it's gonna be top 3 for sure because these two young teams hungry and they get after it. They both get after it. They both go up and down the floor. They both play some defense. You know, they both talk trash, and they got young stars on both sides of the ball. I really think this series gonna go 7. I don't see no other way around it. The Minnesota Timberwolves. This is how I look at it. Either it's gonna go 7 or Grizzlies gonna spank them. I don't see Timberwolves spanking the Grizzlies though, only because I think the Grizzlies. We know who they are. You know, we don't 100% know who the Timberwolves are yet. They're arriving. You know, and I think they're getting closer and closer. You know, but it's a couple of things that have to happen for the Timberwolves to win. Number 1, D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah.
He has to step his game up. I'm sorry. You know, first game, they won. You know, he didn't have a good shooting game, but he had 9 assists. I think he's a top tier playmaker, top tier passer. And, you know, it shows in his game when you watch him play. Second game, 4 assists. Not going to happen. Not going to work. Especially if you're shooting terribly. You can't shoot terribly and not assist as a point guard. You can't do that. That has to change. That doesn't change, they're not going to win. Another thing that has to change. Beasley. All year I watched them, man. All year I've been watching them. This dude don't know when not to shoot. He shot 2 threes last game.
Yeah.
He shot 2 threes last game. First game he went 4 for 10.
7 points.
Come on now. They're not going to win with you shooting 2 threes, bro. You have to put the ball up. That's what you've been doing all year. Do it. But you know who I think is the biggest X factor for the Timberwolves in the series? Jaden McDaniels.
Okay. He a great piece.
And here's why. Okay,
both sides.
You know who's critical for Memphis? Jaren Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because he be getting bored. He's terrible at rebounding, I must say. Oh, my goodness. That dude is terrible at rebounding. He like 6'10". He getting like 4 boards. Like, what? But he hit the 3. He be dropping the 3. And Jaden McDaniels is a guy that can take that away from him with his length. And also, with John Morant, John Morant isn't the guy that's going to just bake you one-on-one. He gets downhill, and he's unstoppable. Especially off the pick and roll. He split the screen, or it's curtains. Jay McDaniels is a guy that can switch off the screen and stay in front of him.
True.
He is an X factor. Carlton Towns had 5 fouls last game. I think he played like 20-something minutes, which can't happen again. But Jaden McDaniels is an X factor. First game, 5 for 6 from the field, 15 points, 7 rebounds. I mean, he was a big reason why they won that game. And the last thing I want to say about the Timberwolves is my boy, my favorite player out of this 3, Anthony Edwards. That first game, I went back and watched it again. That first game, he took on Ja on the defensive end. If you watch, it was plenty of times Ja would try to get off the screen, but Edwards sliding right there with him. Like he like, nah, none of that. It was one play when he stepped up when Ja had, I think he got past somebody, I forgot. But he probably was off a pick. That's how he do. He got in the lane, but Edwards stepped up before he got to the rim, and he contested. He even I think he even tipped the ball out of his hand. Like he's making those plays on the defensive end, and I think he is that player that can propel them to a win against this team because I think he's that good. But yeah, I'm going Timberwolves 7 games.
All right, go ahead, Mark.
Nah, this is a good series. Man, this is a good series.
Great intro.
Thank you.
That's a good series. But yeah, Memphis in 7. Only reason I say Memphis is because like they're good. That's a good team on like even without Ja Morant. So I mean, it's still a good team. But if you lose one of their pieces over there in Minnesota, they're done. Just one of them. But Ja Morant go, they're still a good team. Like they have a good still good record. Like so, I mean, I'm gonna pick Memphis and 7. It's gonna be a good series though.
Like you want to rebuttal, Javon?
Nah. Oh,
I
go
What's
ahead,
going,
mean,
Javon.
Javon?
he said you take out one player from Memphis, the
Minnesota.
Timberwolves. I mean, their starting 5 is better than Memphis starting 5. Their top 3 players are better than Memphis' top 3 players. So Memphis is better because of their cohesiveness. They play together and they play hard. They go like 11 deep on the like, you know what I'm saying? They be going like 12 deep. They went like 12 deep last game on them, I think. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think if D'Angelo Russell is down, they done. Because they got Anthony Edwards still and they got Carl Towns. So it's like I think that was no mark.
I think if they lost one of their pieces, like one of they like either not. I hope I hope this don't happen, but like if they lose Cat, they lose Russell, or they lose. I mean, any of their big 3, like the team is that's they not gonna win any games for the rest of the series.
So if they lose Ja, do you think they'll still win games? They'll beat them?
Yes. I do
No.
believe they can still
In the
win.
playoffs, Mark.
It's the playoffs, Mark. This ain't the regular season.
Yeah.
I see what you're
You
saying.
saw what happened when Book went down for the 4th quarter against the Suns last night. They couldn't finish.
Yeah.
Against the Pelicans because they lost Book. The same thing with the Grizzlies. Like if they lose Ja right now, no, them boys ain't doing nothing like that in the playoff like they did in the regular season.
See what worries me about Minnesota is their defense. Like one thing about Memphis, the first game, because the second game it was all Memphis, right? But that first game, Minnesota played a perfect, besides D'Angelo Russell, they played a great offensive game. But if you watch that game, like Anthony Edwards would get a tough bucket, and then in 5 seconds, Memphis scored on a fast break. Like I'm like, that kept happening. They kept getting fast break points. They kept getting second chance points, stuff like that. So I'm like, and it's like they defense not that good. And you're right. Anthony Edwards did take up the challenge. It's kind of not easy, but it's not that hard to check Ja because he's not a shooter. So you can kind of like leave some leeway space. But you're right, man. When he go downhill, he's unstoppable. But he gets banged up like crazy. That first game, he was getting hit a lot. He was on the floor a whole bunch of times. So he got to change that. But Anthony Edwards is a dog. Cat, his issue is he get these stupid ticky-tack fouls. He don't realize his situation, how his value to the team. I got 2 fouls in the second quarter. Maybe I should just allow this layup to happen. Like looks like that. And when he's bothered offensively, he's tend to rush. He's in a hurry to try to get his stuff. So he's an X factor for real. When Cat plays good, Minnesota is great. When Cat plays good, but when Cat plays bad, then it's a huge chance they might get blown out when they're playing a great team like Memphis. He ain't played good last game, so I'm gonna go. I picked Memphis to win in 5, but I did say it would be 5 close games and it might be 1 blowout. All right, so I think we got the blowout out the way. I think the next 3 games will be like close, but Memphis will edge them out.
And one thing I could say about the defense, I agree. That worries me as well. What I'm looking for to see out of Timberwolves, all right, they came out swinging. They punched them in their face. Memphis came back, punched y'all in y'all face. Now what y'all gonna do?
Yeah,
so this
home too.
This is gonna be the game that's gonna really show me what they're about and how the series is gonna really end. Because y'all smacked them in their face. They smacked y'all twice in y'all face. That for real, they beat y'all worse than y'all beat them. And yeah. So we're gonna see. This is gonna be the game for real.
Facts. First home game in Minnesota in like 4 years in the playoffs, 4 or 5 years. So it was crazy in the play-in. So they're gonna go crazy. Especially this Memphis team, they've been talking.
I already know, yeah.
So in Ja, but one thing about Memphis, they don't get rattled. That's the thing about Memphis. They are not gonna get rattled. Like Ja gonna have them ready. I like Ja, man. Right. Like I like Anthony Edwards too. Both of them the same for real. They got the same energy. They don't care about the moment.
I like Anthony Edwards too.
And I'm a big
that
fan
first game. He made everything
look
easy.
Javon said it. Yeah. Javon said it in the video clip we showed. He was like, "That is an Anthony Edwards effect." I was gonna show your whole segment, but it would have been too long because you were speaking straight back.
I'm gonna post it on Instagram for everybody to
see. Yeah. So hey, he called. He said they're gonna beat the Clippers in the play-in, and they did. I was telling Javon earlier that Minnesota Minnesota and New Orleans is better than Utah and Nuggets.
Yep.
You know, Minnesota was a team that was figuring themselves out throughout the year. Now they're here. When New Orleans got a late trade that made them better. You know what I mean? So this is not your typical 7 seed. And it's not your typical 2 seed either. Memphis is not as good as you think they are. They are a great regular season team, but when they play the Warriors, I think they're gonna lose 4-1, I think. If they go to like 4-1, 4-2, they ain't going 7 games. You know, so because they don't got the star power. It's like a Chicago Bulls, Derrick Rose situation. Same thing for real. You know, so yeah, I got them winning 5 though.
I know I gotta get out of here, but before I go, I saw Kevin just post, you know, who the face of the NBA with, you know, during the playoffs. Ain't no face. The NBA just like that everywhere you look, my man. Every team got ballers. Every team got a superstar that's like, yeah, he like that. So ain't no one guy no more like that for real. It's about to be like that, I feel like, soon. Like, ain't gonna be one guy just like a LeBron no more. Even KD like that, but he's not dominant. You know what
he
I
has
mean?
to win. Yeah.
So, and I feel like it's the time where a lot of people about to win. Ain't gonna be one team just dominating. Unless, you know, Giannis.
It's no super teams. It's two stars each team for real.
Right. So
you think about it, you know, like
I'm loving the league right now.
Me too.
I'm loving it.
It's up in the air. So, all right, Javon, appreciate you for coming on, speaking some facts once again. And then,
yes, sir.
If this game is going 7, like you said they are, we'll get you back on next week.
All right, man.
We'll talk about it.
Thanks for having me, y'all. You have a good one.
All right, you too. Stay safe.
All right.
All right, Mark. Let's wrap this up. Before we wrap it up, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, share this video. Once we end this, it's over. You can go back and watch it from the beginning. Share this with somebody so they can rewatch this. All right. Also, listen, 5 jersey giveaway. Our goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by June 21st. Go in the comment section once this video is over and comment #jersey giveaway. All right. And you're into the raffle. We're going to give out 5 jerseys, any jersey of your choice. So be aware of that. Enter that contest. Don't miss out on that. If you want to come on the show on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Joe Never Lose. But on Facebook, Refuse to Lose with Joe Jordan. Reach out to us if you want to come on the show and we can make that happen. So before we end this, Mark, last words.
Thank you for having me. I ain't really got nothing different to say, man. It's always the same. Just appreciative to be here. So glad to help.
Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. So, hey, thank y'all for being on here. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.